What's up? This is BeerGenius. I'm sitting with my father, Andy Huckaba.
Hello, BeerGenius.
How's it going? So we are drinking Negra Modelo, and it is one of my favorite Mexican beers. And interestingly enough, it is also the perfect example of what a Vienna lager should be, which is maybe why I like it so much.
Why is it a Mexican beer if it's like a Vienna lager?
You know, that's interesting how styles sort of migrate. And so anyway, we're sitting at Esquina, which is on the corner of 8th and Mass in Lawrence, beautiful Lawrence, Kansas. And so we get a lot of interesting stuff. You like my headband, by the way? He thinks it's goofy.
I think it's goofy.
So what do you think? Tell me about this beer, Dad.
Okay, so I like the way it starts. It's got kind of a nice little, almost, you know, a lager taste, I guess, but almost a Pilsner taste to start with. But then it finishes pretty smooth. It dies pretty quick, and it's very refreshing. I could see this being something that you would drink on a nice hot day and on one of the beaches in Mexico. And we've got the music behind us to set the mood. And,
yes.
I think it's kind of a nice beer.
Absolutely.
I like it.
So much better than Carta Blanca or Bohemia or some of the other, and definitely better than Corona. So if you are stuck at a Mexican restaurant, pick this guy up. Absolutely awesome.
It's a good one.
It is. This is BeerGenius, Jameson Huckaba.
And his dad.
With my father. Cheers. Prost.
Cheers.
Hey, so we're gonna get some more footage.
Okay.
So now that we're into this beer, what do you think?
I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah.
You know, I probably won't remember it in my sleep tonight.
Right.
But it's very refreshing and very nice. And sitting on a patio on a nice spring day. Not a bad beer. And what do you think of this beer?
Again, perfect example of a Vienna lager, which is ironic because it's from Mexico. But it's enjoyable, it's light enough, it's not going to sit heavy. I have a vendetta, and that is that craft brewers don't make enough session beers. What has happened is that people move more and more towards these higher alcohol, higher gravity beers because they really have a substantial amount of flavor. Now it's difficult to drink a bunch of those. Yeah, you can still session that beer, but I can guarantee you that your session's going to be a little bit shorter. For a day like today, it's beautiful outside. This is fantastic. You know, I can drink this all day long and not even get a buzz really. Not the point. So it's enjoyable. It's light. It's easy. Order this next Mexican restaurant you go to. Give it a whirl. Cheers.
Sweet.